Welcome back to the special edition of Giants Rewind presented by New York Presbyterian Hospital. The season ends with a 10-6 record, but no postseason for the Giants. So what do all NFL teams do on the day that they don't make the playoffs? The next day, they pack up their lockers and they head home and they speak to the media one more time. Here's the Giants' reaction following a disappointing season in which they don't go to the postseason.
Overall, disappointed in the outcome of the season. We thought we had potential, thought we had players to, make it in the playoffs and make a run, and we didn't accomplish that, and just didn't play well enough at times of the season to make it into the playoffs.
It's all disheartening. A lot of people put a lot of hard work in. That's the most the thing that's so disappointing. More than anything, a lot of people put a lot of hard work in as a team. We all were here and told ourselves we're gonna be a great team, and we were at that time, but we just came up a little bit short.
Obviously, was hoping that Chicago helped us out, but we had opportunities early in the year to kind of seal our own fate. So, one thing you always learn in this league is to handle your own business. Don't really, get into situations where you have to rely on somebody else. But we got to win. Didn't work out as far as playoffs go. So you come back next year and hopefully you take advantage of the missed opportunities we had this year.
I love this team. I love these guys. I think they're strong character people. We work together on everything. We're all in it together. We're all for one for all, and that's the way it has to be. I'm very appreciative of the kind of effort, the attitude, the enthusiasm, and the fact that this year's team was a very responsive team.
Carl, obviously huge disappointment. I mean, the off-season program starts last year. There's the mini camps. There's training camp. There's so many highs to this season, but it ends in the low of not going to the postseason. And as Terrell Thomas said, a lot of guys worked really hard here, but we came up a little bit short. The positives to start with, all the sacks, all the forced turnovers, the rankings as far as points allowed, points scored, big plays in which the Giants did. That's something that you can take and look on and build upon for next season.
It really is. The optimist, if you're a Giants fan, the optimist in you says, boy, we've got a lot we can look at as in terms of production, both sides of the ball. The pessimist says, if we don't correct the things that prevent us from being as good as we can be, we'll continue to miss the playoffs. So there are so many good things for this team to build on, but they really do have to look at the things that have plagued them that prevented them from having a better season.
I mean, they had 23 rushes of 20 or more yards. I mean, big plays. But, Carl,
so many big
defensively, they gave up 6 pass plays for touchdowns of 50 or more yards. That can't happen if you want to win a championship.
No, it cannot happen, and that's the area of concern. You've got to be able to minimize the yard. Even if a team hits a play on you, you've got to be able to minimize the game.
And the turnovers, 42 turnovers to lead the National Football League. It's going to be hard. It's amazing that they won 10 games, but it keeps you out of the postseason. Well, Carl, it's been a lot of fun throughout the course of the year.
It really has, Bob.
Recapping the Giants games for you here on MSG. For our entire crew, I'm Bob Papa. We want a special thanks to Mike DeJean, Rob Browning, and John Schmelk for putting this special edition of Giants Rewind presented by New York Presbyterian Hospital together. We'll talk to you again next year right here on MSG.